So, and in this episode, we show you how to make this out of this.
We can finally start putting that engine back together. Right, Christian?
You made that sound way too easy.
The crankshaft is installed, the pistons and the converts, and of course the bearings.
Inserting the dowel pins. Ah, how satisfying. It's going back together.
He made his first mistake.
Almost had this part in wrong. This is like a little strainer. So
oh my God, the first box we get out of our engine rebuild room. Part 1.
For whatever that is.
Cleaning like Sarah untuned.
And this gets tightened with what?
26 Newton meters.
2.5 clickety. Do 2 clickety clicks, it's 26 Newton meters.
Oh my God.
High pressure fuel pump.
Why is it so loose?
Because I loosened the bolts.
26 Newton meters. 11. You didn't click.
I shouldn't have it at 22.
Oh my God.
We can fix everything on camera.
Yeah.
High pressure fuel pump installed.
L-ring, which is OEM spec.
This vehicle is only 4 years old. Now touch them.
Me?
Yeah.
The new one is much softer.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
And then the oil cooler. Nice and clean. Except for this place.
We are using the old oil cooler because we did not have any chips. Oil cooler bolts with 11 Newton meters.
Ready for the next engine failure. Okay, before we install the glow plugs, we're gonna test all of them. This one is good.
Oh, you're too fast.
Oh.
Fell down.
Maybe there was a little bit brake cleaner left here. Okay, number 2. Okay, hopefully there's no brake cleaner now left. Okay, we got it on camera. Number 3. Okay, make sure they all work. Very well. Really high temperature grease, Metaflux, made in Switzerland. And I'm gonna put that onto the glow plugs. They say 9 to 12 and I'm gonna go to 9. Can you get the fire extinguisher? Okay, that's bank 2, so cylinder 4, 5, 6. That one gets a 4-tooth head gasket. So this goes on like this.
Oh my God, that looks...
Putting the head on. That head does not fit here. Second try with a different head. So that should be fairly easy. Head is on. New bolts. They are just clean. There is a slight oil film on them. And that's how they get installed, so they do not need additional lubrication. I'm gonna run these down to seat. 20 Newton meter. Second stage is 40 Newton meter. Stage number 3 is 80 Newton meters. Stage number 4 is 90 degrees. Okay, I gotta try it now. Oh, that was not so good. Last stage, another 90 degrees.
Oh boy.
With the torque wrench set to 240 Newton meters as a max torque. Good. No click.
Perfect.
Bank 1 gets a 3-tooth head gasket, and now it gotta be the cylinder head because I got no other left over.
Oh, you're too far.
Okay, and the bolts.
Oh, what a beautiful sound. So next I'll need the oil pump gasket. Oh, look at that. Here it is. He's taking the oil pump apart. Well, we have to see that there are no chips inside.
And bent, and you can see there are no scratches.
Well, I can tell you that Christian didn't order a new pump, and he will install that pump.
Gen 2 pump is also a 15mm rotor, just like the Gen 1.
Yeah.
New seal. Land Rover.
Land Rover.
Inserting the oil pump. Sleeve out.
Torquing the oil pump. 11 Newton meters. The oil pump crankshaft seal. I think it's that one. Which comes with a seating guide.
It's gonna get installed completely dry as it is onto a clean shaft. The guide allows to scoop the seal over onto the shaft using a special LR Time crankshaft seat tool. We'll seat it 1mm under flush. Because it's a PTFE seal, it needs to cure at least 4 hours to shrink down to the diameter to seal properly. Patrons can download the drawing to this crankshaft seating tool on our Patreon page.
I come to the rescue again. We need the sealant, of course. So I'll take that. So we need to prime the oil pump.
With 5W40.
That's enough.
And the goal is to get it all the way through the pump.
We have to wait a little bit longer. It's still fairly black.
Yeah, but we got enough oil through and the pump is pumping.
The seal for the sump, which is that one. Oil sensor holding down bracket.
Oh, that's right, we have to install this.
Yeah.
Almost forgot.
So I got him a 1/4-inch extension for Christmas.
We're gonna take the oil sensor out, and this extension lets me stay away from work. Okay, there are cars where this slid off. It wasn't inserted correctly, but that one can be prevented by mounting this bracket here, which is sort of a hold down clamp. And even under heat expansion conditions, it will take care of this connector never getting loose. So if you ever fix that one time yourself,
Like we did,
you agree that this is a good thing to do.
but ours wasn't plugged in correctly.
Yeah, because Steve at the assembly line had a bad day.
Yeah.
Shield.
Now we need to torque them.
Oh, come on. See, it already has torque. Yeah, I got the rear crankshaft seal. This is a PTFE as well, and it comes with an installation sleeve, and of course I got the surface all clean. And the first bolt is this one. We run this one down, and then we install the other bolts. Get it on. There are 2 dowel pins.
Very nice.
And here Vera got all the bolts labeled in these bags. Torquing the bolt in the corner, and then torquing all other bolts in any order.
And all bolts are torqued to 11 Newton meters.
Just don't want to forget one.
Oh, that's your fault then.
A 8mm bead right here and right here. If it falls off, it will get caught. This goes on here, there, and there, like this.
Oh my God.
So this goes on here like this, without breaking it off. And now we gotta run a few bolts in.
Yeah, many bolts.
Mounting the crankshaft trigger wheel. Now I did a test fit here, and I compared this here with the diagram, the 110.5 degrees. I used this tool here. I used this gauge to see if it's the 110 degrees. So I can take this now and mount it permanently. This is of course an OEM trigger wheel from Land Rover. Don't mess around with aftermarket, will get you in trouble. So the tool did not insert the ring according to Land Rover specification, because that depth is not correct here. It says here 3.66 plus minus 0.4. I found why this tool seats my trigger ring incorrectly. It doesn't fit over the crankshaft here. It's too tight. One small step for man, giant leap for my trigger wheel install. We got here 3.7, tolerance is 3.66 plus minus 0.4. Perfect. Up here, I call this good. 3.53. The Chinese screwed up this installation tool only in 2 dimensions. That's not bad. This hole is not perfectly in line with this one bolt hole, as usually communicated in the World Wide Web. In the instruction, it's also a little bit off to the side, and it ended up being off to the side here on mine as well. So the crankshaft sensor gets installed through this hole. This bolt gets only 4 to 6 Newton meters. That's good enough for me. And a millimeter slips. According to the Land Rover manual, 0.4 to 1.5 is the specification for the crankshaft position sensor.
So the crankshaft locking pin gets installed.
And it gives the crankshaft a solid end stop position. So you can see I can rotate it now against it.
Oh, we better not forget to take it out later. New flywheel bolts, OEM.
The flywheel goes on and it fits only in one position.
Oh, really?
Yes, I didn't know that either. See here? And that's the position where it gets mounted. With the locking pin installed, flywheel now lines up with the hole of this tool here. And that's the position where it gets mounted. Okay, first stage is 50 Newton meters using an assistant. In our case, it's our blacksmith's son, Robin. Second stage is 45 degrees. Third stage is another 45 degrees with a maximum torque of 150 Newton meters.
Now we need to put the engine back onto the engine stand so we can tighten the crankshaft bolt. So that looks adventurous. Good, engine is back on the engine stand.
Installing our crankshaft tool. Robin will hold the crankshaft in position.
Oh.
And minimum torque is 300 Newton meters, maximum torque is 600 Newton meters. Stage 1 is 150. Stage 2 is 300. Maximum torque is 600 and we're supposed to go another 90 degrees.
We're gonna give it another try.
We're missing 45 degrees.
Oh, they're gonna break my Chidora tool.
We're stuck in the roof here.
You're gonna be stuck again.
Good, that's good enough, it moved. On the SDV6 Gen 2, this is an M16, not an M14 like on the early 2.7s. This bolt can be reused up to 3 times and you punch mark it on your usage. A few new hydraulic lifters here. We don't have to replace all of them, but some of them are kind of feeling worn out. Still good, still good. This one will replace. We have these aligned here to the notches, here and the colored chain links. And then the tensioner gets installed while the camshaft is still out, like this. That's how we gotta install it now. So we lubricate these here. Tighten these with 1 Newton meter. Checking camshaft end float. Gotta be 0.05 to 0.15. 0.1 is tight, so float's okay. 5 Newton meters. And 11 Newton meters.
You installed already the camshafts. Oh my god, I wasn't here. Oh, I wonder if he torqued them right. Oh my god, he probably used his clickety-click method.
Clickety-click down.
Oh.
A little bit of sealant here and here. There is like a specific groove where this goes in. First to 1 Newton meter.
We can't even torque 1 Newton meter.
It goes like click. See, 5 and then 11. I put a piece of tape right here, so when I put it over that it definitely does not get caught up. It mounts it perfectly 1 millimeter under flush.
Yes.
Click, 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 click. There you go. Put some Loctite on, just for the hell of it. We'll tighten these. And I got no clue where. Okay, thank you. Right here. And there's this plastic piece. This. Then you gotta do everything twice.
Doesn't look right.
It was Loctite.
That's a watershed.
You called it a watershed.
Oh.
Yeah, you look for the second one and I mount this one already.
It looks the same?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yep.
Okay, here this one. Oh, you already unpacked it?
No, it was loose in the box.
Jeez. Watershed.
So if we mess up and have something to fix later on, that would actually be good.
So it's in my Stahlwill kit. There is an H and an L in it. Not Stahlwill. Like the Americans think. It's Stahlwill. It's my oldest ratchet kit. I have that since I'm 16.
Yeah, so 1.5 clickety-clicks.
Yeah, well, we gotta do that with the clickety-click torque wrench.
Oh, suddenly?
No, to break. Very well done.
Good. You sure?
Yeah. Oh my god, now you broke it.
And pin number 2. I'm mounting a useless bracket.
It's used to lift the engine out, so it's used most often on a Land Rover.
Oh, so mounting the most useful bracket.
Mounting this in the absolute correct order.
Yep.
You know what? I gotta clean this.
Yeah.
Would Sarah and June sink if we don't clean that? Okay, click, click. So I got a little bit of blue Loctite on this bolt. I can use this bolt multiple times, and I have to punch mark it.
No, that wasn't funny.
That wasn't funny because I screwed up again. But I screwed up off camera, and you guys will never know.
Those 80 Newton meters have been waiting for a couple of minutes.
We need 80 degrees, maximum 200 Newton meters.
Oh, that's enough. Because now he has back problems.
Minimum is 100 Newton meters, maximum is 250 Newton meters. So we are within that window. We said I punch it once. I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, you didn't let me.
I'm aging.
Oh,
No.
I would say it's that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. OEM.
Of course.
Water pump.
A little bit of silicone grease. Oh.
There. Very nice.
I heard it.
Which you labeled with water pump and even a date on it.
It's installed. Loctite.
Originally, there is no Loctite on those. 80 degrees. Oh, you guys start sooner. Good enough?
Yeah. 80 degrees.
80 Newton meters.
80 Newton meters.
Oh, you would screw that engine up.
Oh boy.
80 degrees. Watch it. It's good enough.
You should have done that before.
Well, I'm learning from bolt to bolt.
Not from engine to engine.
No, I forget everything between engines. Put the timing pin into the hole here. There. This is the crankshaft timing pin for this engine. Lock it and put the crankshaft against it. There's the hole. There. Now we're gonna have to set the timing. I take this little plastic piece and I put it underneath the belt. This way the belt doesn't jump off, okay? And I gotta round the belt up here and tension it by hand. I gotta turn this clockwise and catch the next available tooth. There we go. Below this pulley wheel. Hold it under tension. There. Catch here the next available tooth. Just this one here. There we go. And bring it here over the tensioner. Now I can take my plastic piece already out. And when I tension it, I gotta bring it into this window. There. And I gotta bring it at the beginning of the window. Oh, damn it.
Oh, shit.
At the beginning of this window, you see it right here? And I'm gonna tighten this.
And so we tightened them to 26 Newton meters. Right, Christian?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
26. So we got this one tied, this one, this one, this one, this one. These are not punch marked yet.
Oh.
They should be loose. This one is loose. This one is loose. Turn the engine 2 revolutions for the first time. 1, 2.
A little bit further.
Now I'm gonna put my pin back in here.
Perfect.
This one goes in. It's a little tight. Take my pin out. Yeah, there it goes in. It's only.
And now see if the locking pin goes back in. Yeah.
It's good enough.
So the timing is correct. So the torque to turn crankshaft complete engine without injectors not to exceed 100 Newton meters.
Then I say 35.
Oh, okay. Then I say 20.
No. Okay, so you say 20
No.
without breakaway. You sure 20?
20 and 50, I say. Wait a
No,
second.
you can't say 2 values. You have one guess.
Okay, then I say 25.
25. Okay. Watch it. Oh, wow.
So now you do the 20.
Damn, you won. Okay, here's 20. No.
Oh, okay.
24. No.
Cool.
25. So we have a quarter of the torque to rotate. I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, me too. So, new valve cover gasket. Corteco.
What you got to do is draw yourself a little map on where the standoffs go and where the small one goes.
Yeah, you see they're different size. Putting it back according to our map.
So I recommend to put some sealant here into the corners because it tends to leak right there.
And guess why we know?
Oh, I got to take my little Chinese indicator away, which I used to measure run out on our pulley wheels.
Which we did off camera.
But we're not going to tell you how much that was.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's less than on a Toyota.
And it's less than a spec.
Now we run these all down, first to just see them, and then we tighten them to spec. These get only 10 Newton meters.
Of course, it's gonna get a new rear timing belt.
And we have a new tensioner.
Oh, it comes with the timing belt.
Lining up with that arrow.
The engine is in timing position, as you can see here.
The high pressure fuel pump on the Discovery 4 3-liter and on the Gen 2 is timed, versus on the Discovery 3 it's not timed.
Oh.
Belt for the 3-liter has 2 white lines, and I gotta line up this white line here with the marking on this pulley wheel, and the other line goes with the marking on this pulley wheel. This is actually absolutely dumbass proof. A little bit of Loctite on this bolt. 25 Newton meters. Then I'm gonna fire the tensioner. Now I gotta make sure that the slots are not at the end of stroke, which they aren't, and I gotta make sure the lines line up. Done.
They should do that with the firing on the front I organized everything in boxes. You take a little bit out of that box, and a little bit out of that box, and then a little bit out of that box.
Installing the injectors with new sealing rings, 1.5 millimeter in size. Inserting the injector in an extremely clean hole.
Oh, Amazon is coming. And injector 2 gets installed.
Okay, so I installed number 6 as number 4 because my handwriting is absolutely clear.
And he complains about my handwriting. So now injector number 6 gets installed. The engine is getting heavier and heavier, and I don't trust my cheap Chinese engine stand. Support structure is up. The fuel rail junk is gonna go in.
Look at this. It looks like it was produced yesterday. It's just so clean. This goes on here. Oh, this fits so nice.
Yeah. Nothing gets tightened or torqued yet. All shiny.
Okay, so we got this all finger tight.
The injector bolts get tightened to 10 Newton meters.
Everything here gets torqued in 2 stages, and I gotta make sure I'm using my draw foot in about 90 degrees, otherwise my torque reading is off. That's the first stage. And we get a thunderstorm again.
Now that's the injector pre-torque, 18 Newton meters. So now with the thunderstorm outside, I don't really want to pay attention to Christian.
We got to torque these for 38, and you can see how I set up my torque wrench, and I'm using extensions and make it maximum complicated so everybody is impressed. Installing the fuel return line is really easy. Done. Clip. These got to get pushed on. This is much nicer than...
Yeah, you broke one.
Yeah, this is much nicer than on the Discovery 3. There.
Yeah.
Dang. Done. This is such a nice engine.
That's it for tonight. It's 10 o'clock. It's way past my bedtime, and it's a good stopping point because now we have to mount turbocharger stuff.
We may end this video here and we continue next week. And at this time, we want to thank our Patreons a lot for their support, and
we'll see you next Sunday.
And if we don't end the video here, you can see now another 10 minutes.
Are you running? So it's 6:30. Everybody says, well, you have so much time. No, we use the time we are given. Oh, no. That means he did all that without me. That means I do not know if he used the clickety-click wrench or if he actually applied the correct torque.
All the viewers are my witness, okay?
Oh my God, that looks so incredible. A little bit down. Oh my God, it's not starting.